Hey everyone, it is time for a weigh-in update. The last time I did a weigh-in was July 13th, and at that point I was at 280 pounds. That was my highest weight, and I just kind of talked about how I got there. So today I want to talk about what I've been doing the past 2 weeks and give an update. So the first key thing to note, I was on vacation for 10 days. Obviously, anyone who goes on vacation knows you typically gain weight, but I was super aware of what I was eating, how much I was eating, when I was eating. So how I kind of managed my weight was first off really testing out intermittent fasting. I didn't stick to any particular timeline. I know a lot of people will maybe stop eating at 6 at night and continue at, noon the next day. For me, I just listened to my body or paid attention to when the group I was with was going to be eating. So a lot of times I would break my fast at lunch with everybody, or really depending on the day. I found that intermittent fasting wasn't difficult some days, as others I woke up kind of hungry. But it's definitely something I think I will keep in my routine and diet. I do find when I wake up and I don't run immediately to make breakfast or find something to eat, it seems to help me kind of control the rest of the day a little better. I do, however, still run into that dinner time, after dinner sugar fest that I want. I love ice cream, so for me, after dinner, it's kind of key for me to be able to have that or have something sweet. So I've just got to figure out how to work that in a little bit better. But overall, I think the past couple weeks have gone fairly well. The other thing I've really been focusing on is my water intake. So with my water intake, I have been focusing on drinking a gallon of water a day for the past 5 days. And I think it's something I really want to continue and do a gallon of water challenge for the next month. So if you're interested in joining me on drinking a gallon of water a day, comment below and let's hold each other accountable. For me, what I ended up doing is I went on Amazon and I purchased a gallon water jug. It's right here. It gives you some cute little sayings as the day goes on, so you can see that I drank my water up until that 5 p.m. mark. It is around 4:30 right now, so I am on track with where I need to be. And I've been finding I do feel a little bit better. I think it's helping my digestion. I know long term, when I used to drink about 100 ounces a day, it would really help clear my skin up. So I'm looking forward to seeing those benefits. Because the sun and heat and also quarantine, not wearing makeup as much, has totally wrecked my skin. So I'm going to be really curious to see how that is. I got an eTextity scale and it shows you what your body water percentage is, and it's showing that my percent is lower than normal, and I feel like just drinking more might help. I don't really know. I'm not, a doctor, nutritionist, so we're just gonna see what happens. I just know that drinking more water will help, and I do find during meals it helps because I'm not like super hungry or overdoing it, because I'm always kind of full with the water. So I'm open to hearing what you guys have to say about it. Have you done a gallon water challenge? So now the last topic I kind of wanted to just touch upon, which was really prevalent to me as I've been trying to really watch what I eat and being on vacation with family, was my choice of bathing suits. So anybody, I think, who is plus size or overweight knows that bathing suits can be a difficult thing to shop for. They're a difficult thing to wear in public. A lot of people have opinions about what somebody who is plus size or overweight should be wearing. So last year, when I was at around the 240 mark, I went and purchased my first bikini. And when I say bikini, I mean a top that cut off just below the chest. And I bought some really high-waisted bottoms that came up. There was maybe this much that showed between the top and the bottom. But I bought that bikini because I felt super confident in it. I took a picture in the changing room and I remember looking at it, and I even sent it to my mom and I was like, do you think this is too much? And she responded with, well, if you're comfortable, that's all that matters. I feel like a lot of plus size people who've heard that kind of know that there's a subliminal message in there that means, you know, you probably shouldn't do it. But after sitting in the changing room for a couple minutes and really assessing how I felt in the bathing suit, I felt amazing. So I decided to run with it, and that was my favorite bathing suit all summer. Well, flash forward where I now weigh an additional 40 pounds. The bathing suit still fits. It is still my favorite bathing suit and feels amazing. So right before my vacation, I decided it was time to purchase a couple other bathing suits just to have on hand and to see what I was comfortable with. So I went to Shein and I purchased a couple bathing suits that were definitely out of the ordinary for me. I felt like I wanted to take a risk. I wanted something different, and I wanted something that really made me feel gorgeous. So on the Shein site, you're able to get full sets or just the tops, just the bottoms, or one pieces. So I ended up purchasing 2 one pieces. The first is kind of the traditional one piece, nothing special. The second one was a one piece, but it is fully open in the stomach area. The bottom kind of comes up right above the belly button, and it is just total open. Very sexy, and I have to admit, I feel great in it. It was really nice to just be able to put something on and feel my best. I also bought another separate bikini that was a t-shirt material on the top and high-waisted bottoms again, and felt really good in that too. So I felt amazing in these bathing suits, and it made me think about how I am at my highest weight ever. And yet I am wearing bathing suits that are considered more risque or something that individuals with teeny tiny bodies would be wearing. And I know it makes some people super uncomfortable for whatever reason. I know I received comments from family about how they preferred my more covered up bathing suits, which was frustrating, and I still am a little irritated with it, honestly. But when I think about it, I just know how comfortable I was in what I purchased and what I was wearing, and I think that was so important for me to feel in a two-piece, and it actually motivates me more to take care of myself and keep going in this weight loss journey. You know, I think we can't always keep everyone around us happy, but it's important that we keep ourselves happy. So that's really helped me push past the comments about my bathing suits and how, you know, I should be wearing that one piece super covered up suit. And that's just not where I am. That's not what I want to be doing. So something really important that I want to bring up is buying two-piece bathing suits made me realize where my uncomfortableness with my body actually started. And when I realized I was different, I know, you know, getting on the scale in the 4th grade was a really big thing for me. But I also remember back to when my great-grandmother purchased a bathing suit for me on her own and trying it on. And it actually had like these cutouts that came just under, kind of around your rib cage on the sides. And I was maybe 8 or 9, and I was bigger, but not anything excessive. And I remember walking out of the bathroom after trying that on, and my grandmother looking at my great-grandmother and being like, that's inappropriate. She can't wear that. You've got to get something where she's covered up. And so I just think back to that moment, and I remember feeling really good in the bathing suit. But then I remember how mad my grandmother was that you could see that little bit of fat rolls on the side. And I think that moment really drove what I wore for years. I think for years I just was ingrained with the idea that a plus size woman should not be wearing anything that showed her midriff. And I know society has that pressure too, that we shouldn't be showing ourselves off if you have a little extra fat around the midsection. But I think I'd like to try and break down that barrier. I'd love other people to help me out. I'm not saying that I am at a point where I'm gonna wear, certain things out in public, or I'm real confident and I'm gonna wear a bikini to the beach or in front of strangers. But I will say it's something that I'm gonna work on and at least be conscious of and think, is it my unhappiness with how I look that stops me from wearing that? Is it me not liking it, or is it me thinking about what somebody else wants for me and what somebody else wants me to be wearing? So I think that's kind of the food for thought I want to leave with you, is start thinking about, are you losing weight for you? Are you wearing what you wear for you? Or are you doing it to benefit somebody else and to make somebody else happy? Because I can tell you, the fact that my stomach has a tan for the first time in my 29 years of life, that made me so much happier than the comment about me having worn a covered up bathing suit made me sad. That happy moment is what's sticking with me and what I like the most. And so that is just what I want to leave everybody with. Really just focus on you and what is going to make you happy and what works for your journey. So what everyone's been waiting for, I weighed in this morning at 278.2 pounds. I wish it was a higher number that I lost, but it isn't. That brings me to a 1.8 weight loss for the past 2 weeks or so. I'm trying really hard to be happy with that. I was on vacation. Most people gain weight while on vacation. I managed to lose 1.8, so I think that's a really good accomplishment, and I'm going to just take that motivation and push it through to the next week and try and stay on track. Like I said, I have a birthday party on Saturday. I am having a death to my 20s party because I am going to be 30 years old on August 3rd. I am looking forward to my solar return. My birthday is also a full moon, which I hear means amazing things. Be on the lookout. I might have a video up about full moons and birthdays soon. But until next time, thank you, stay healthy, and enjoy your weight releasing journey. Bye.